Hey, it's me, Reese, back with another video for beatdowns fights, and the last one for today. Like I said, I'm only doing 2 fights per day now because for a while I was doing three videos per time, and I think 3 videos is just way too much, and I just thought maybe just lower to 2 videos. I thought it would be just easier to do that, So I basically enjoy doing these videos, and I got 6 more fights here. So I write down the fights in these books in what I think of not worth mentioning. And I just like to kind of do these videos and just on my spare time because I like doing these. So let's get to it. So the fights in this video, I got the first one's Mufasa going up against Diego from the Ice Age movies. After that one is the D-Rex versus the Incredibles. After that one got the Mutadon going against the Giganotosaurus. After that one it's the Xenomorph versus the Dominus Rex. After that one's Raphael from TMNT, which is my favorite Ninja Turtle. Give me Lizard from the Marvel Universe. And this one's an interesting fight. It's the Gonk Droid versus the Pit Droid, just 1-on-1. So, who wins these fights? Well, we're gonna find out here. So the thing is with Mufasa from the Lion King franchise, there is 3 movies. There is the one, the cartoon version. There's one from 2019, and there's actually a newest one of 2024 called Mufasa: The Lion King. I saw that one twice. That's how good that movie was. But Mufasa in those movies, Mufasa's obviously crazy strong here. Like, he's actually insanely tough. He's taking attacks, no problem. But the thing is here, it's his teeth and claws, too. Like, you can take on hyenas in the 2019 version. But still, Mufasa in those movies, Mufasa is very powerful. The thing with Diego from the Ice Age movies, Diego is a pretty powerful saber-tooth tiger in those movies. Like, he's obviously very strong. He does have the claws and teeth. But I think between the two here, these ones ever fought, it's gotta be Diego. Like, Mufasa is obviously crazy good in a fight, but Diego is something else here. Like, just something about him. Like, he's built to fight against other characters in those movies. Something about that gives him the advantage. So Diego would win that fight. So the next fight is the D-Rex against the Incredibles. So basically, in this fight, take out the Omnidroid out of the equation. What if the Incredibles fought against the D-Rex from Jurassic World Rebirth? This would be a fun fight. So the Incredibles are a family, are basically a family with superpowers. Like, the first one is Mr. Incredible. Like, he's obviously very strong here. He's obviously very tough, and he can throw a good punch. Like, he's obviously very powerful, and he can use his powers in fights. Well, how his spell is Elastigirl. Elastigirl is the wife of Bob Hart, which is Mr. Incredible, which is my favorite member of this team. So Elastigirl is obviously very good when it comes to a fight. She's obviously her punches are very powerful. But how about their kids? Well, Violet Parr is one of their kids, but she's the daughter. So basically, Violet can make shields and turn them invisible too. And it has telekinesis. But how about Dash? Dash is the speedster of the group. He's obviously very fast, and his punches can stun guards. So the last member of this family is Jack Jack, and he does have some superpowers. So in the first movie, the only thing he did was just turn into a weird purple monster. But in the second movie, which I wasn't a big fan of in my opinion, he had different type of superpowers. Like he had laser eyes, he had telekinesis, and all that. But the thing is, with the D-Rex here, is obviously winning this fight. Well, it would stop a spinning jeep to a dead stop. So yeah, it is very powerful. Like it was able to chop on a helicopter, just tear that to shreds. So this dinosaur in the whole Jurassic Park franchise is the most powerful dinosaur there is. And my favorite dinosaur in this franchise. Just how cool this dinosaur is. It's a mutated version of a T-Rex. But still, the T-Rex should be winning this fight still. Like, it's not just I'm saying the T-Rex is better, but I think because it's bigger, I think it's gonna win that fight. So the next fight is the Mutadon against the Giganosaurus. I haven't used that in a very long time. So the Mutadon is like a mutated version of a pterodactyl with a velociraptor. But these things are insanely powerful. Like, even their bite forces are insane. But they're excellent climbers. But the Mutadons are obviously very powerful. But they're definitely insanely aggressive. But the thing is with the Giganosaurus from Jurassic World Dominion, which is the movie before Rebirth, the Giganosaurus was insanely powerful. Like, it was able to knock out Rexy, but it got double teamed and lost that fight. So this Giganosaurus is still powerful. Like, it's like the Giganosaurus is the one you can actually overpower a normal T-Rex. That's just insane. But because the Mutadon can fly, it's kind of difficult to figure out how the Giganosaurus would win. Like, maybe it's just if the Mutadon gets in close, it might get a good swiping from the Giganosaurus. But I still think because the Mutadon is a lot more very aggressive, and they can fly, throw that in the mix with their nasty claws, I think they should win that fight. So the next fight is the Xenomorph against Dinosaurus. So basically, if we take out like Rexy and Blue out of the equation, what if the Xenomorph stepped in? So basically, the I-Rex is insanely powerful. Like, it was a legit dinosaur with superpowers. Like, it was able to just punch through concrete quite easy, but it was actually pretty powerful too. Like, it was able to match up against Rexy, but Rexy was just pushing the I-Rex into buildings. But the most important thing, the I-Rex took a legit rocket launcher in point blank range. But because the same with the Xenomorph is obviously way faster between the two. Like, you might want to argue and say the Xenomorph is smaller against the I-Rex here, but don't let that skinny frame fool you. Xenomorphs are always insanely deadly. At least in my top 2 favorite fictional aliens of all time. For me are the Predators and the Xenomorphs. But Xenomorphs are insanely deadly. Like, they got their acidic blood, so every time the I-Rex would dish out a blow, it's gonna get mouthfuls full of acidic blood. And that's not only the greatest way to win a fight, but because the thing with the Xenomorph is obviously faster, it's more agile, you can just jump on the I-Rex's back and beat the I-Rex that way. It is a close fight, but I still think the Xenomorph is winning that fight. So the next fight is Raphael from TMNT versus Lizard from the Marvel Universe. So I think between the two here, Raph is also very skilled. He's obviously insanely durable. But he just has more experience than Lizard here. Like, Lizard has a straight up regeneration healing factor, and has legit claws, can hurt Garfield Spider-Man. But the thing is here is, I think the main kicker is that the regeneration Lizard has here, and regrow limbs. And Lizard was just strong enough to just chuck on cars like it's nothing. But because the thing with Raph, I think just his skill alone is gonna give him the win here. So Raphael would win that fight. So the last fight is pretty interesting, kind of funny. It's the Gong Droid against the Pit Droid, just one-on-one. So Gong Droids in Star Wars are pretty useless here. But they're not that useless though. They're basically, they can power up different things here. They can power up machines and power up different stuff. But they obviously have their ability. Because the thing with the Pit Droid, and I think they're only in the Phantom Menace, they can fix up like pod racers and all that. But again, these two are not really actual physical fighters. But because I think that Gong Droid is just a bit more durable of the two, Gong Droid would win that fight. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, so bye for now.